All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday, July 13th Maplewood City Council Manager Workshop. I think this is the biggest crowd we've ever had in our chambers, at least during the, all the years that I've been on, the 12 years that I've been on the council. Welcome, everyone. This is truly an exciting night. I am thrilled to see all of you. City Clerk Sint, do you want to start with a roll call, please? We're going to get right to business here.
Councilmember Juniman.
Here.
Councilmember Lee.
Present.
Councilmember Villavicencio.
Here.
Councilmember Cave.
Here.
Mayor Abrams.
I'm here as well. Thank you very much. Council members, would someone like to make a motion to approve our agenda?
I move approval.
Second.
Moved by Juniman, seconded by Lee, the motion to approve our agenda. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. We have no unfinished business. Let's get right to new business. The swearing-in ceremony for 1 sergeant and 7 police officers, followed by the Police Department Life Saving Awards. So, Chief Beardeman, I am going to turn this over to you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and this is definitely a meaningful night for public safety. You beat me to the punch. This is probably the biggest crowd we've had for swearing in, and I think our record so far is swearing in 5 at once, so this beats that by a couple. So I'm proud of what we're doing tonight. I also want to begin by thanking you, Mayor, the City Council, and the City Manager for your continued support of the Maplewood Police Department. Just know that your support allows us to recruit, to train, equip, and develop the people that can help serve this community. I also want to recognize our public safety staff and the families and friends that are here tonight, and there's a lot of them. No one serves alone. Behind every officer are people who share in their sacrifice, in the long shifts, the missed moments, and the pride that comes with the profession. Your support is an important part of their service, and we are grateful for all that you do, so thank you. Mayor, before I start talking about tonight's ceremony, I'd just like to start with a brief story. Several months ago, our community academy had its graduation night. We were taking a group photo with the community participants. They had asked that the chief was also in the picture, which I reluctantly said I would do. We gathered for the picture, but since I was in the picture and not taking it, we needed a volunteer to take the picture. Officer Arian Britt, who's with us tonight being sworn in, volunteered to be the one to take that picture. He may not remember this. I doubt he does, but I do. Like most large group photos, the first few attempts were not quite right. Someone was looking the wrong way, someone's eyes were closed, someone wasn't smiling. And after many, many photo attempts, Arian looked at it and said, "We almost got it, but there was just one person with their eyes closed." That community member said, "It's fine, I really don't mind, I'm sure it's good enough." Without missing a beat, Arian quickly responded with a resounding no. This is Maplewood. In Maplewood, we do things right. To most people, this may seem like a small moment, but to me, it told a lot about the culture of our agency. It reflected on expectations that exist at every level of our organization. We do not settle for good when we are capable of doing things the right way. Whether it's a group photo, a call for service, a major investigation, or the way we treat people in this community, the standards matter. That standard is part of what tonight represents. We are not simply recognizing new titles, shiny new badges, or individual accomplishments. We are recognizing people who are choosing to carry forward the culture of this department, a culture that says, in Maplewood, we do things right. Tonight, we'll swear in police officers and a sergeant and recognize officers for their life-saving efforts. We will start with the swearing in of 7 police officers. These officers are Officer Podgorski, Morales, Britt, Bowker, Leonard, Alvarez, and Pekarek. To these officers, This ceremony is an important milestone. In a few moments, you will take an oath and receive your badge. The badge may only weigh a few ounces, but it carries the responsibility that few will ever fully understand. It's a luxury in life to pursue that which makes you happy, but it's a responsibility to pursue that which is meaningful. This work is difficult, it's demanding, and it requires sacrifice. But it also allows you an extraordinary opportunity to make a difference in someone's life every single day. I can tell you this job is not easy, but it was never meant to be easy. And at times, the weight of the badge will feel too heavy. But you will not carry that weight alone. You're part of a department that stands behind you, stands beside you, and a community that believes in your best. So tonight, as you raise your right hand to take this oath, I encourage you to pause and to reflect. Remember who you were on day one. Remember what brought you here. Remember what drove you to serve and who you wanted to become. Hold on to that purpose because it will ground you when the work does become too difficult. And when those difficult moments come, and they will, remember the standard. This is Maplewood. We do things right. We do things right not because it's easy. We do things right not because anyone is watching. We do things right because the people we serve deserve nothing less. On behalf of the Maplewood Police Department, we are proud to welcome you. We are proud of the work you have done to reach this moment, and we look forward to the service and the leadership you'll bring in the years ahead. At this time, I'll call each officer up to be sworn in. Starting with Officer Reese Podorski, badge number 476. Officer Mario Morales, badge number 477. Officer Arian Britt, badge 479. Officer Benjamin Bowker, badge number 480. Officer Julius Leonards, badge number 482. Officer Amanda Alvarez, badge number 484. And Officer Josh Pekarek, badge number 487.
Can I have you all raise your right hand? And then I will have you each state your name, and then we'll continue on the oath together. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Minnesota, and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of police officer in the city of Maplewood, in the county of Ramsey, and the state of Minnesota, to the best of my judgment and ability. I will never betray my badge or my integrity, my character or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. Congratulations.
Madam Mayor, I know you're back there somewhere. We have a long tradition in the police service that when an officer gets sworn in, that they pick a member of their family or somebody important to them to pin on their badge. So we will do that individually now. Do you have somebody in mind?
They're all coming on this side. Let's try a different technique.
To those 7 that came up, it's harder than it looks. So. These officers now wear the badge of the Maplewood Police Department. Wear it with humility, with strength, and with purpose. You've earned your place here. Now go out and make a difference. And don't forget who you are. Stay grounded, and as always, be safe. We now turn to the promotion of one of our officers to the rank of sergeant. At this time, I would ask that Sergeant Noah Swatala step up and join me. The promotion to sergeant is an important accomplishment, but it also marks the beginning of a new set of responsibilities. The sergeant is the first line leader, the person closest to the officers who are actually doing the work, and often the first person they look to for guidance, for direction, and for support. The stripes, or chevrons, worn on a sergeant's sleeve carry a long history. Their origins can be traced back hundreds of years to European military traditions, long before modern policing existed. When organized police departments emerged, they adopted many of those rank, structure, and insignia. The chevrons became a visible mark of earned leadership and a reminder that the person wearing them had accepted both the privilege as well as the responsibility to lead others. The word sergeant comes from the Latin word serviens, which fittingly means the one who serves. That remains an appropriate description of the position today. Not only about the stripes on your sleeves or the authority that comes with the title, it is about accepting responsibility for others. It is about helping people succeed, holding them accountable, and having the wisdom to see potential in others, even when those individuals can't yet see it in themselves. I have seen firsthand how a sergeant's influence can shape an officer's entire career. A good supervisor can build confidence, can strengthen character, correct someone's course, and inspire an officer to become more than they believe they could be. That influence extends beyond one officer or one crew. It helps shape the culture and future of an entire organization. Sergeant Swatala, you earned this promotion because I believe you have demonstrated the character, the judgment, and the commitment necessary to lead others. I trust you to not only understand the standards of this department, but to model them every day. As you've heard multiple times tonight, in Maplewood, we do things right. As a sergeant, you now have a greater responsibility of protecting that culture, to ensure our standards are reflected in how officers serve the community, how they treat one another, and how they respond when no one is watching. I have often said that a sergeant is the backbone of any police department. It's an amazing barometer by which we can measure its future. If that holds true, then this promotion should give us all great confidence in the future of the Maplewood Police Department. Our leaders are strong, our direction is clear, and our commitment to this community has never been greater. Sergeant Swatala, never forget that leadership is, above all, an act of service. We are proud of you, confident in your leadership, and grateful for your continued commitment to this city. The stripes on your sleeve will show your rank, but the people you lead will ultimately define your legacy. At this time, I would like to invite Sergeant Swatala, badge 381, to take an oath of office and be sworn in.
If you raise your right hand. I, Noah Swatala, do solemnly swear
I, Noah Swatala, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and of the state of Minnesota,
and of the state of Minnesota,
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Police Sergeant
of the office of Police Sergeant
in the city of Maplewood,
in the city of Maplewood,
in the county of Ramsey,
in the county of Ramsey,
and the state of Minnesota,
and the state of Minnesota,
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
I will never betray my badge or my integrity,
I will never betray my badge or my integrity,
my character, or the public trust.
my character, or the public trust.
I will always have the courage
I will always have the courage
to hold myself and others
to hold myself and others
accountable for our actions.
accountable for our actions.
Congratulations.
than it looks.
Madam Mayor and Council, Sergeant Sotala would like to say a few words. Maybe reluctantly, maybe not, but he told me ahead of time he wanted to say a couple words. So.
I apologize for my son in the back. He's the one who's been talking the whole time. But I had to have him here, so thank you, everyone, for bearing with him. First off, I want to thank Mayor, City Council, City of Maplewood Administration, and Chief Beardman for this exciting new opportunity to be promoted to Sergeant for the Maplewood Police. My first time stepping foot in Maplewood was for my interview to become a community service officer for Maplewood. I didn't know how quickly back then I would grow to care for this city and community. I've said it multiple times throughout when I was interviewing to become a sergeant. I did not want to just become a sergeant unless it was a Maplewood sergeant. I want to work here, and I've enjoyed my time. I hope to continue to grow as a person and professionally in my newfound sergeant role. I hope to lead whatever crew I work on to an effective, cohesive unit that prides itself on integrity and accountability. Lastly, I would never have been able to achieve my goal of being a Maplewood sergeant with the support of my family, my amazing wife and son, the people in my life who pushed me to be something I didn't always think I could be. The list of people who impacted my journey are too numerous to name, but you all know who you are, and I value you. I look forward to being your newest Maplewood Police Sergeant. Thank you.
All right. I will now present the Maplewood Police Department Meritorious Service Award. This award recognizes sustained and consistent outstanding performance through an individual's contributions to the department, devotion to duty, and service to the public. Meritorious service is not always defined by a single dramatic moment. Often, it is found in the steady, consistent work of someone who shows up every single day, takes initiative, brings people together, and makes an organization and a community better because of those efforts. This award recipient does not know they're receiving this award tonight, which makes it kind of fun. On behalf of the Maplewood Public Safety Department, I would like to recognize Barb Johnson for the Maplewood Police Department Meritorious Service Award. We'll give Barb a minute. Her sister's here tonight, and that was a surprise as well. So, as Maplewood Public Safety Community Outreach Specialist, Barb has become one of the driving forces behind our efforts to strengthen relationship with residents, businesses, schools, faith communities, and community organizations. Over the past 4 years, she has played a central role in nearly every major police department outreach initiative. In 2025 alone, Maplewood Public Safety participated in over 100 community events, completed over 3,000 hours of outreach, and connected with more than 17,000 of our residents. While those numbers do seem significant, they only tell part of the story. Behind nearly every successful event is someone making the calls, someone coordinating the schedule, organizing equipment, working with community partners, and ensuring every single detail is handled. For our department, that person is Barb. Her impact has been especially meaningful in our work with children and families. She has helped coordinate school and daycare visits, safety events, cultural celebrations, neighborhood gatherings, family festivals, and our annual trunk or treat event, which we welcome over 2,000 people. Because of her work, children have had positive and memorable experiences with police officers and firefighters. Families have felt welcomed, community partners are supported, and residents have seen Maplewood Public Safety not only as an emergency response organization, but as a trusted and active part of their community. These moments matter. They build trust in ways that cannot always be measured, and they leave impressions that can last for years. Barb, you consistently go above and beyond in service to others. You bring energy, humility, professionalism, and genuine care to everything you do. You make our department more connected, our events more successful, and our community relationships stronger. Much of your work happens behind the scenes, but the impacts is visible throughout the city of Maplewood. Finally, your work is a constant reminder to me that meaningful public safety is not defined by rank or by title or the uniform you wear. It is defined by the difference we make within the lives of others. Barb, on behalf of Maplewood Public Safety, it is my privilege to present you with the Maplewood Police Department Meritorious Service Award.
We gotta feel that.
Madam Mayor and City Council, Chief Beardeman, all of my family of police and everybody else that's here. This was total surprise. That's a sneaky man right there. To get my sister here, thank you so much, Belle, for being here. She supported me with everything. Wish my mom and dad could be here. Hopefully they're looking down and proud. I just absolutely love what I do, and I thank the chief, and he knows that every time I walk in the door of the police department, I thank him for this opportunity. I love serving the city of Maplewood. I love serving with the officers. It just means so much to me to be here, and this is unbelievable. Thank you so much, and I continue to do the hard work and represent the department and the city. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, thank you for letting me be here and do this job. So, thank you, Chief.
I've never received a standing ovation. At this time, I'll invite Deputy Chief Dan Buzak up. We have several life-saving awards, and he and Lieutenant Hemke will be reading those.
I don't know how I'll top that. I'd like to call Officers Bourne and Stock. Up front, please. You guys can just stand right here. Madam Mayor and council members, on March 4th, 2026, at 2:43 p.m., Maplewood Public Safety was dispatched to the 1800 block of East Shore Drive for a report of a 60-year-old male who had critically injured himself by cutting his throat with a knife. Officer Bourne arrived first on scene, with Officer Stock arriving moments later with a medic bag. They located the patient suffering from a deep laceration to the neck and experiencing significant blood loss. Without hesitation, they began providing immediate life-saving care. They applied trauma bandages and used direct pressure to control the bleeding. These interventions proved critical to the patient's survival. During transport, the patient's condition deteriorated. His blood pressure dropped so severely that EMS personnel were unable to detect a pulse. After arrival at the hospital, he received blood products and was taken into surgery, where surgeons were able to clamp and repair the severed veins. Officers Bourne and Stock, your actions during this incident demonstrated exceptional teamwork, calm under pressure, and outstanding cooperation with paramedics. Together, you delivered critical emergency medical care that made a life-changing difference in the recovery of this patient. Officers born in stock, your dedication to the safety and well-being of this community is exemplary. For your decisive actions and life-saving efforts, you are hereby awarded the Maplewood Police Department Life Saving Award. Congratulations.
Officer Suitcamp, come on up. Good evening, Council, Mayor Abrams. I have the privilege tonight of reading a life-saving award for Officer Adam Suitcamp. On February 19th, 2026 at 2:08 p.m., Maplewood Public Safety personnel were dispatched to an electrocution accident at Keller Parkway North and County Road C East. Upon arrival, public safety personnel located a 43-year-old male in cardiac arrest. Personnel immediately began life-saving measures and restored a heartbeat while en route to the hospital. According to Regions EMS, the patient survived and walked out of the hospital on February 21st, 2026 with minimal deficits. Officer Suitcamp arrived on scene and assisted with managing and moving medical equipment. Once inside the ambulance, Officer Suitcamp provided chest compressions while EMS providers prepared advanced life support. Officer Suitcamp continued to assist inside the ambulance until the patient was transported. His assistance and care during this incident directly contributed to the successful resuscitation and the patient being able to walk out of the hospital 2 days later. Officer Suitcamp's actions during this incident showed exceptional teamwork with his fellow officers and paramedics. Together, they provided excellent emergency medical assistance that provided life-saving care, making a huge difference in the recovery of the patient. Officer Suitcamp's dedication to our community and public safety is outstanding. And for his actions, he is being awarded the Maplewood Police Department Life Saving Award. Congratulations, Adam. This award is well-deserved, and I look forward to your continued contributions to the Maplewood Police Department. In addition to Adam, we also had Officer Pekarik and Officer Benjamin respond to the incident. Both will be receiving letters of recognition from the chief. Thank you. I'll get it to him. Yeah.
Mayor and council, that concludes our event for the night. I think we do council photos typically, and so it might be a little chaotic, but I think we'll, anybody who's up in front of the council tonight, if you could stick around for a little bit, we'll get the council up here, we'll do photos of the sworn in and then the awards separately. For anybody else that wants to take photos, feel free to come up and take photos. For anybody who doesn't want to be part of that, in the lobby, we have refreshments, cookies, things of that nature. Find an officer if you'd like a tour of the department, and then we also have our incident command van parked outside. And so there's an officer out there waiting to kind of show you that state-of-the-art piece of equipment we just received. So I think we'll do photos first. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief, and thank you everyone for being here. What an honor it is to serve as the mayor of this city with such wonderful staff and with all of our new officers. So thank you, everyone. And with that, the business of the city is concluded. We are adjourned.